Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Night City. I didn't imagine this in my 2020 bingo card, but man, Cyberpunk 2077 has had a really bad time. Got a little worse today, and I don't know, maybe, uh, hopefully eventually on the better side, but Sony did actually offer full refunds. They pulled Cyberpunk 2077 from their PlayStation Store. That's never really happened for a big AAA game before. They did release a CD Projekt Red did release a investors note. They did tell their investors they were in talks with Sony all day today to get that done. So it wasn't on Sony's part them just pulling it. It was a mutual effort, but not good news for CD Projekt Red. Their stock's also down by 33%. This is not going to help it as well. They lost $1 billion in stocks. Like, I'd be angry if I lost like $100. I can't even imagine how angry you'd be if you lose $1 billion. And pre-order sales for that consoles were about 4 million or so, give or take a little bit. And you got to factor in maybe half and half for Xbox versus PlayStation, and that's really that's not a small chunk of change. They are committed. They are going to fix it. And as in their words, they say they're going to bring it up to as good as they can get it on base consoles. Now, that's a little odd to me because Last of Us 2 came out, regardless of the story. And I'm actually getting a little bit of frame dippage myself, which is weird. Running this on PC and what the... Just... Can I go half an hour sometimes without you just... I'm actually really enjoying this game. But sometimes, just sometimes, it just... Oh man, I don't even know what to tell you. This is just, it's constant little things like this that come up. I've had boss battles be broken. Other things, lighting sometimes goes funky. But generally, other than that little dip I just had, it's always ran steady performance. It's been good. I played on Xbox Series X, and it was okay, passable. But if you play the PC version and try to go back to it, you're not going to want to. It is just pretty horrible. Yeah, it is not great. So Sony offering full refunds on the digital front. I will include a link in the video description so you can go check that out. Hope you're going to have to sign into your PlayStation Network account, but hopefully you'll get that aired out if you are experiencing no average playtime, I believe, either. They will get you a refund on that. Though if you refund, you're not going to be able to buy it again. I don't know if you're going to be able to. This is going to be interesting. Also, let me know if you guys think, can I ever not get a conversation? Later. We'll get that message later. Is Xbox going to follow suit? They were heavily promoting on Xbox as well. They were pretty partnered up. Even throwing a little shade on PlayStation, so it's kind of funny that it's happened now. Also, probably some of the people at CD Projekt Red right now, it's just, having a bad time. But also begs to differ. How much did the developers know? I think they were actually very aware. They were working on the console at least until, like, even on the day of launch, trying to patch as much as they could. I'm sure they made management aware, but they did delay it a number of times. But I think management wanted to hit that time frame. They wanted to sell it around the holidays 2020. So they did feel this pressure on that from upper management, and they knew what they were doing. They did not give out. PC copies were very late. PC copies for the major reviewers, they only got it on PC. Consoles was not a thing, and it was very limited select reviewers who got it. Usually they're yes men go-to people as well. So yeah, and even they were like, it's got a few issues. Now it is an okay time on PC. I'm having an alright time, but as we saw earlier, little things happen. Just stuff that really just kind of breaks your immersion, brings you out of it. I've had multiple things happen. It just, every once in a while, just kind of throws you out of it. So it is sitting right now actually on Steam side for at least positive reviews. It's sitting about 80%. And I think that's fair. If you have a PC and you can run it, I do have a pretty beefy PC, so we do fairly well running Cyberpunk 2077. But I think if not even a 1080 card, I don't feel like maybe you might have trouble running it. I think a bare minimum is a 2080. It's not optimized as well as it could be. A lot of AI issues. The cop AI is broken as well. Didn't mean to make this really a rant video about things wrong in Cyberpunk. I do know they're aware. Now, time frame, they're going to be able to fix it. I really don't. I would say a minimum of 6 months, if not more. And that also means delays to the free DLC they usually come out with as well. In addition to the Cyberpunk multiplayer game that was coming out slated in like a year or two after this. What's going to happen to that? I have a feeling that might get in the scrapyard. But let me know what you think on that. Just because CD Projekt Red, they gained all their money back, but they've lost a lot of money as well. That's $1 billion in stock. That's no small feat. Upper management heads, somebody's going to roll. That's usually how it goes. But just giving you a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077 news. I will keep you updated if Xbox follows suit. I don't think they will. But if they don't, now it makes Sony look good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button for more Cyberpunk 2077 news. And I will see you again sometime in Night City.